I need to start taking better care of my body. Over the last few weeks, I've been getting up for work and going into the bathroom to do my morning routine. Brushing my hair, shaving my beard, and brushing my teeth. And when I'm looking in the mirror doing these things, I must say I feel very disappointed in myself and embarrassed at the state I've let myself get into. A few years ago, I was very active. I was walking about places, walking to school, walking to college, walking to work. And when I passed my car test, I became lazy. I just never felt the need to walk anywhere. Looking in the mirror now, I can see how that has drastically changed my appearance, and I really ain't proud of it. I am ashamed every time I look at myself in the mirror, genuinely. Not only that, but when I take my top off when I'm done work and I'm getting changed into like my pajamas or something like that, I look down as well and I'm noticing, like, I'm not fat, right? I'm not obese, but I'm noticing my curve. And for me, a bit of OCD and a bit of wanting to look good as well comes into it, and I feel disgusting when I look down as well. Maybe this is just how everyone feels, but for me, I feel it's now time to make a change. So this video, I'm announcing that I'll be doing a video every Sunday starting from next week, where I will weigh myself in. I'll weigh myself in today's video. I'll weigh myself in every week. I will try and keep, to the best of my ability, an accurate diary of things I'm eating, what exercise I'm doing, what steps I'm doing with my new Apple Watch. That's why I bought it for my fitness routine, darling, because I need to keep track of my steps in order to push myself to the limits, okay? So, yep, I'll tell you the amount of exercise I do, what sort of exercise I'm doing, weekly weigh-in, time lapses of the exercises I'm doing, and that way I hope to inspire other people that may be wanting to start a weight loss journey. Now, I think roughly just now I'm at about 78 kilograms. I want to get myself down to 65 kilograms. That's a weight that I'd be more than happy with. So it's going to be a few months, I'm guessing, but I guess it's now time to cut out all of the crappy foods I've been eating recently. So that's why the bag's next to me. I've cut out all my fizzy juice already. I started this diet 2 days ago. So far, it's been a bit of a struggle cutting out all the sugary drinks and junk food that I'm used to eating, but I'm thinking of the end-term goal, if that makes sense. So, that is a orange squash. It's more healthier for you than a Coca-Cola, for example, but it's still something that will satisfy your cravings. Now, let me check in my drawer and see if I've got what I've got in here. No, I don't. This table comes up and it's got storage underneath, but I was going to show you what I'm drinking, but I can't because I can't find the bottle. Sorry, darling. That is Capri Sun Squash. In this bag, we are sacrificing these. This is junk food that I can no longer have. And holding this, I want to open the pack and eat them. But again, I'm looking at the end goal thinking, in 3 months' time, I'll have a nice body. I look at the calories of them now, and I look at, 100 grams of these are 503 kcals. I would stop myself from buying these now, essentially. So, out with the old, which is Maltesers. What have we got to replace the Maltesers? Well, if I feel the urge to snack from now on, I am going to be eating pop chips. Now, these pop chips you can grab in any of your local supermarkets. These pop chips contain 99 calories per 23 gram serving. So you weigh yourself up enough that's in your deficit for the day. My deficit that I'm going for is between 1,400 kcals per day to 1,500 kcals per day. The way that my diet is going to be is, instead of eating 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I'm going to have 6 smaller meals. So I'm going to have breakfast, I'm going to have a morning snack, which could be grapes or a cereal bar. I'm going to have lunch, which could be chicken and rice, a chicken and rice bowl. It could be a nice chicken, lettuce, and light mayonnaise wrap. It could be anything like that. In the afternoon, I'm then going to have an afternoon snack, which would be some of these. I could maybe have 23, or I could maybe double that to 46, depending on obviously if I'm within my deficit. So then I'll have my evening meal, which could be like a pizza wrap, which is like a tortilla with tomato puree, cheese, and chicken on it, for example. And then I'll have my evening snack, which is a little tub of jelly, which, by the way, I've got here to show you. Jelly, which is here. This is my evening snack. And I've just dropped one on the floor. Oops, a daisy, darling. Per pot is 100... No, sorry. Per pot of this is 36 kcals, right? For a pot of jelly. 36 kcals, which is well within my deficit, right? So that's my evening snack. That paired with a chocolate digestive biscuit. I don't know why that came out. Sorry, never mind. So that's the meal plan that I'm sort of trying to stick by. By having 6 smaller portions a day, it's going to cut out the cravings for Maltesers and stuff, because the protein in that, I believe, from my research, will keep me full. Anyway, now as you know the structure of my meals, we'll go back into it. So that would be a snack in the afternoon, for example. Let's just say 46 grams of Papa Chips, okay? Now, because you might get bored of Papa Chips throughout the week, I have also got, I've not tried them yet, so I can't tell you how they are, Novo Protein Pops Smoky Barbecue. And per packet of these, you are looking at, per bag, 187 kcals. But I wouldn't be having a whole bag of these, I'd be having half a pack of these at a time, which would be 94 kcals. Again, much lower than a Mars bar, much lower than, you know, a handful of Maltesers, so still within your calorie deficit. If I want something sweet in the afternoon, I would then look at a Slim Fast chocolate and caramel snack bar. That will feed my sugar addiction, I guess. I'm hoping. Again, I've not yet tried these. I'm hoping that they're going to be good. Per serving of these, you're looking at 99 kcals, which would be 1 bar of these. So, again, fingers crossed it's good, but as long as it's tasting a bit sugary, I'm not bothered. And again, we have got a few more types of crisps that I thought I would try snacky-wise. More so I could tell you guys if they're good or not, so you guys are not wasting your money. So we've got Novo Protein Pops, and these are sour cream and onion, and 93 kcals per half a bag, the same as these smoky barbecue ones, okay? And because we had to get one more pack, because this is a week's worth of shopping for my diet and deficit, Novo Protein Pops Sweet Chili flavour, and I guess it's the same with this one. You are looking at a 45 gram serving, which is 184 kcals. So, I didn't look at them in the shop, but I'll probably not eat them unless I am wanting to treat myself at the end of the week, because 184 kcals for 45 grams is not that good. That's that whole pack basically. So if we were to separate that into 2, yeah, you're still quite high on, yeah, still quite high on that. So anyway, we'll try and avoid those ones. Now, I bought these as well because these were going to be like afternoon snack and stuff, but I had the white chocolate one earlier on and it was disgusting. So I'm going to try these. I'm not going to lie, the likeliness of me eating these are very, very slim because they taste like crap. And darling, I don't put crap in my mouth, okay? Only on a Tuesday. So yeah, get out of here with that, okay? And if I'm going to do like a nice chicken wrap with maybe light mayonnaise and let's just say lettuce, if I'm frying my chicken, I'm going to use sunflower oil. This has got 1 calorie per spray. So 1 kcal per spray. So it's not the end of the world using that. You know what I mean? It's not the end at all. So that's lovely. Now, because I'm going to be planning to do a variation of workouts, I've also purchased myself this. This is a fitness mat, and it'll allow me to do sit-ups, it'll allow me to do push-ups, it'll allow me to push myself and not get muscle pain by doing it on a hard surface. Like, no thank you, I don't fancy that. Anyway, we're now going to go into my mini fridge, which is down here under Santa Claus. So I can show you guys what else I've got. Oh, you fucker. Well, I've just dropped my apples all on the ground, but don't shoot me. Lord, shoot me, darling. I've accidentally dropped my apples on the floor. Oranges, because they're far superior to apples. And I'm not going to show you the apples because I've just dropped them on the fucking floor. Oops, a daisy. Apples. Sorry, my microphone's going to be cutting off like mad right now. Sorry, people. Now, sauce-wise, for if you're wanting to have a healthy meal and you want a nice sauce with it, but you need to kind of stay within your deficit, then you can still have a brand, but you need to go for the less sugar and salt brand. This is Heinz, and I am going to be 10 kcals per 15 gram serving. I'm happy with that. That is a good brand. Honestly tastes just as good, and it's better for your kcals. And then I've got this mayonnaise, light mayonnaise for my chicken wraps if I'm ever doing them, and this would come in, where is it? 40 kcals per 100 grams. That's not bad at all. So you can still have your designer sauces, darling, but it's healthier for you, for your diet. And obviously if I'm doing my pizza wraps or things like that, let me just put my sauces in here properly because I'm going to screw it up. If I'm doing my beautiful pizza wraps, I'm not skimpering on the cheese. I will be having Cathedral City cheese. I will just do without one of my afternoon snacks to make up the deficit for the cheese. Because you've got to look forward to your evening meal or you'll just want to eat chocolate all the time. Okay. Now, as we have got the meal side of it out of the way, darlings, like the meal side's a big part of a diet, you know what I mean? I am going to weigh myself in on this video. I've got a treadmill, which you guys have never seen before because where my camera is in my setup, the treadmill is behind you. And then behind that is a 50-inch TV. So when I'm doing my treadmill, I can watch the TV. It just inspires me, darling, okay? So I'm going to weigh myself in. You guys are going to see exactly how big I am, heavy I am. And then I'm going to do a little pose for the camera. Like I'm going to spin around, do a twirl, darling, do an absolute twirl. And you're going to see where I'm not happy with my body and how I aim to improve. Now please don't focus on this area, as I'll do a video explaining this area pretty soon. It was a mistake I made when I was younger, but this area, don't look at that. We're looking down here, my belly. Okay? Once again, guys, just before I go and weigh myself, I want to take a moment to thank you all for watching. Your support honestly means the world to me. I have fallen behind on my uploads the last couple of days. The reason for that is I have been swamped off my feet. I've gone to work, I've came home, I have been absolutely tired. Being on this deficit as well, it's kind of drained me a bit because I don't have that sugar rush and I don't have my energy drink to hype me up and stuff. So I took me time yesterday, that's why I didn't upload. I went on the treadmill and was running. And I was on it for an hour and 30 minutes. I burnt something like 638 kcals. I want you guys to comment below, by the way, congratulations on running 638 of your kcals off. Because us sisters have to stick together, okay? And if you've made it this far in a video, I want to see congratulations, Brandon, on losing 638 kcals in a day. Because that was determination. And it was 11,000 steps. And that's not easy for a sister to do. Okay. But yeah, also I got my Apple Watch, which is going to keep track of my steps. And at the end of the week on my weigh-in, you guys will see exactly how many steps I do. Okay, let's go and weigh ourselves, shall we? Ah, so good. $78.90. Right guys, so I'm standing in front of the camera now and my body has a natural bend in the back. So if I go like that, right, I've tried it with the other hand, you can see that bend, right? That's just how my body is. I've got a big peach, darling. Look at it. Look at it, darling. It's huge. Anyway, back to the subject. So my body naturally bends. I'm not doing that. That's how I stand straight. Like that is me standing straight. So naturally, my body should come up with a curve. But I'm not happy with how big the curve is. Like if you look now, I come closer. You can kind of see it. So I want to try, even if I stand at that angle, you can see what I'm talking about right there. See that? So I'm trying to get rid of that. That is my aim. And like I said, up here, don't focus on that. I'll talk about that in a later video. That is nothing to do with this, essentially. That's all I'm going to say, darling. You take away what you want from that. But yeah, look, that is me, my body. That is it. But yeah. So there you go, guys. That is the start of my weight loss journey. The time of recording this, we're on Saturday the 6th of December, and the time is 4:07 at this present time that I'm telling you guys the time, okay? 4:07. The diet starts now. But my first weigh-in will be Sunday next week, which I don't even know what day that is, but just calculate it, okay, and you'll figure it out. Guys, I'd be grateful for your support. If you want to follow me along on this journey and inspire me, it would mean the lot to me. It would mean the lot to me? It would mean the fucking world to me, Bran. To get your words out, darling. What's going on with you? It would mean the lot to me, guys, if you could, I give up. I just give up. It would mean a lot to me, guys, if you could comment below and show me your support, because it would keep motivating me, if you know what I mean. There's times that, already I've only been doing this 2 days. There's times that I would go for those Maltesers. So having support and knowing that I've got to weigh in every week and you guys showing support, do you know what I mean? It would mean the world. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you all. Please subscribe, please like, and please share this around with people that you think may be interested in following a weight loss journey. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.